Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the importance of small changes. Small changes are extremely important when you are wanting to become a whole new person, when you are wanting to change the life that you've been living for so long. It's hard. The journey is very hard, and our brains do not make it any easier. When you wake up and you decide that you are unhappy where you are and that you need to start making a change in your life, your brain does not like that. Your brain does not like change. Your brain likes to be comfortable because they know what to expect. They know what's going to happen. When you change, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know how you're going to feel. You don't know what you're going to do. So your brain tries to keep you comfortable. But when you're comfortable, you cannot grow. Growth is impossible when you're comfortable. So to prevent failure and to prevent feeling overwhelmed, the key is to take small steps, small changes. It took me a very long time to try to understand this because I tried changing so many times overnight. That's not going to happen. You're not going to wake up. You're not going to go to sleep one night wanting to become this person and then wake up the next day and become them. It's not going to happen. You have to take the small steps. You have to be patient. For me, I completely changed my life. I'm unrecognizable. If you would have told Sierra 2 years ago who she would be today, she would absolutely not. I can't do that. Wake up at 5 in the morning and go work out. Are you nuts? I can't do that. Start at my own brand. I don't have the courage to do that. I don't have the confidence to do that. That's what I would have told you. I would have been absolutely not. I would have shut that down immediately. I said, I can't be that person. And I'm proud to say that I have changed and that I am completely different than who I used to be. I'm proud of that. But it took time. I was patient and I never gave up on myself. And I'm going to tell you guys how I did it, the steps that I took. And I did. I was queen of small steps. I was also queen of failing and not giving up. I would fall off track so many times, but the one thing that I kept telling myself, as long as I get up tomorrow, as long as I try again tomorrow. I just did it over and over and over and over again. I failed and I got up every single time. There would be weeks where I'd be consistent and then I wouldn't go to the gym for a week. Days that I ate healthy and then I would go eat McDonald's and then it would just go down. There was a lot of this in my journey. Lots of this. And there still is. I'm still messing up. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. But I understood from the beginning that it's going to take time and that I'm going to fail and I'm going to have to just keep getting up. So I just kept telling myself, as long as I get up tomorrow, as long as I try tomorrow. And I did. I tried every day. I got up every day. The days where I started off good, I kept myself in a good mindset. Something would happen and I'd be that negative person again. I would go to sleep that night and say, okay, as long as I try again tomorrow. You just start stacking those good days on top of each other and then you just build the momentum and it just becomes easier over time. Another thing that I did was I wrote a lot. I have multiple journals where I just wrote down everything. And I had this idea, this picture in my head of who I wanted to become and what she did, how she acted, all of this stuff, how she dressed. And every couple of days I would just rewrite it just to remind myself. I would read it over just to remind myself who I'm becoming, why I'm becoming that person. I'm going to use myself as an example. Something I wanted to do was build consistency in the gym. Watch these TikToks of these gym girls and I would just want to so bad be like that. Have the discipline, have the confidence that these girls had. I so badly wanted to be like that. And I tried so hard to be consistent. I would fail over and over and over and over again. That my gym journey is a journey in its own. It was so hard. I did it. I'm at the gym 6 days a week at 5 in the morning. It's crazy to me to even think that I couldn't even walk into the gym 2 years ago without having this crippling anxiety. Now I'm there at 5 in the morning, 6 days a week. Are you nuts? It's crazy. We could talk about that in a whole nother video. because I feel like my story could help so many other people are feeling how I felt when I first started going and the discomfort that it just brought me. And now the gym's one of my favorite places. I feel so comfortable there. Back on track, I wanted to become one of these gym girls so bad. I wanted to wear the cute outfits, workouts, I wanted the body, I wanted the confidence. Exactly how I wrote it down. I said, I want to be a gym girl, I want to be consistent, I want to have that type of discipline. And then I would put a why I wanted it. So I put what I wanted and why I wanted it. I want to be a gym girl because I want the confidence. I want to be disciplined. If you are lacking confidence, going to the gym and building that consistency, building that discipline is a game changer. It has given me so much confidence in myself, and not just how I look, just internal confidence that I know if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. That discipline that the gym has built for me is life changing. Just knowing that I show up for myself every single day is life changing. That feeling is fantastic. That I'm able to sit here and say, I show up for myself every single day. I push myself past my limits every single day. I work on myself every single day. That is confidence. That is discipline. Discipline and confidence go hand in hand. If you're disciplined, you're confident. So I so badly wanted that confidence. I wanted to feel comfortable in my body. I wanted to be able to trust myself and believe in myself. Going to the gym gave that to me, and I understood that kind of early on, that how much the gym can do for a person. That was something that I continuously wrote down, is that I want to be consistent and I want to be disciplined, and I'm going to go to the gym to build that. Now, like I said, I failed and I failed and I failed and I failed. You have to make a promise to yourself that you are going to show up for yourself no matter what, and that you are never going to give up. It is okay if you miss a day, as long as you do not give up. You cannot show up for a day or two, but do not give up. It's going to take you a while to build that momentum of just showing up and showing up and showing up and showing up. There's going to be days you're going to go and then you're not going to go, and then you're going to go and then you're not going to go, and then you're going to go, and then you're not going to go, not going to go, not going to go. It's going to be back and forth for a while. All of a sudden, you're just going to start building that momentum, and you're going to start going and going and going and going, and you're just going to continue just to stack. One day, you're going to look back and go, whoa, I've been consistent for 4 months now. You're just going to feel so good. What I did was what I wanted, or who I wanted to become, the trait that I wanted to have, and I gave it a why. Why do I want this? Your brain a reason as to why you're stepping out of your comfort zone. Why are we placing ourselves in this uncomfortable situation? You have to tell your brain why, or it's going to fight against you. You can't have that. That is a battle. So give your brain a why. Why are we stepping out of our comfort zone? Give your brain a why, and then give it a how. Start off with going to the gym twice a week. Do that for a week. Then bump it up to 3, then 4, then 5. Small steps. When I first started my journey, all I did was make my bed. That was it. I just made my bed in the morning. That was it. And I just added things onto that. The traits that I wanted to have, the person that I wanted to become, I just started adding and adding and adding. But it took time. And that's what you have to understand, that day one. This is a journey. This is a process. This is not going to be an overnight thing. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a couple months, maybe even a couple years. It took me 3 years. You have to be willing. The fear of staying the same should outweigh the fear of trying. You should be more scared to be stuck where you are than to grow. Because if you stay where you are, you know exactly how the rest of your life is going to look. That thought terrified me. That is what lit that fire in me. That is what got my ass up out of that damn bed. I was done. I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean I know exactly? What do you mean all my days are going to look like this? No, it can't. Absolutely not. No. That's That is the day that I started changing. That is the day I had my vision. That is the day I started changing my life. As soon as I realized if I continue to live like this, I know exactly how my life is going to turn out. And it ain't pretty. And it is definitely not something I want to live. Map out who you want to be. Who do you want to become? What are the traits that you want to have, the habits that you want to have? Write them down. Give your brain a reason why you want to change these things, why you want to implement these habits. Give your brain a why we are stepping out of our comfort zone, and then give your brain a how. And I promise you guys, everything will be okay. And you will get everything that you want in life, and you will become the best version of yourself. You just have to be willing to work, be patient, and it will be yours. Just do not give up on yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for my next video. Bye.